Boeing's recent challenges with its Starliner spacecraft highlight a turning point for the aerospace giant, which has long held a prominent role in supporting NASA's space ambitions. The company's journey into space exploration is marked by innovation and competition, but recent setbacks show that even industry veterans can struggle in the evolving field of crewed space missions. NASA's Commercial Crew Program, launched to bring astronauts safely to and from the International Space Station (ISS), awarded Boeing a contract to develop a reliable spacecraft. Starliner was Boeing's answer to this call, a spacecraft meant to rival SpaceX's Crew Dragon and prove that Boeing could lead alongside newer players in the commercial space industry. Yet, this mission has faced unexpected obstacles. The recent partial failure of Starliner, resulting in a delayed return for astronauts Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams, is just one chapter in Boeing's struggle to meet the high standards required for human space travel. This incident wasn't the first time issues have surfaced with Starliner, but it stands out because NASA, prioritizing safety, opted to use SpaceX's Crew Dragon to bring the astronauts home. The Starliner's engine malfunctions and helium leak have raised further questions about Boeing's readiness to deliver consistent, safe solutions for space missions. This latest setback isn't isolated, it underscores deeper issues within Boeing that have affected more than just its space endeavors. The legacy of two tragic crashes involving Boeing's 737 MAX aircraft has left a lasting mark, sparking global conversations about Boeing's corporate culture and the balance between innovation, safety, and financial pressures. The Starliner issues are just another reminder that Boeing's journey to reclaim its reputation in both air and space sectors is far from over. This pursuit of balance between safety and cost efficiency will be critical if Boeing hopes to secure its position as a trusted partner for NASA and other future space initiatives. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into Boeing's safety culture, the competitive pressure from SpaceX, and what this means for the future of human spaceflight. If you're interested in exploring the complex world of space exploration and the critical decisions that shape it, make sure to subscribe and follow us for more in-depth content. Boeing's recent history reveals a complex picture of a company striving to keep up with the demands of modern aerospace while wrestling with internal challenges that threaten its reputation. For years, Boeing was seen as a paragon of reliability and safety, a trusted name that had a solid track record in both civil and military aviation. But the past decade has exposed cracks in this legacy, most notably with the high-profile failures of its 737 MAX aircraft. These incidents underscored a deeper struggle within Boeing, where pressure to remain competitive led to cost-cutting and an accelerated production pace that compromised safety. The impact of these decisions became tragically clear with the two fatal 737 MAX crashes in 2018 and 2019, which led to the loss of hundreds of lives and tarnished Boeing's image worldwide. Investigations revealed that financial pressure to compete with Airbus's A320neo drove Boeing to push the 737 MAX through production. In a bid to keep pace, Boeing implemented the Maneuvering Characteristics Augmentation System (MCAS) on the 737 MAX to counterbalance changes in aircraft design, which affected stability. However, in the rush, Boeing omitted MCAS from the aircraft documentation and training manuals, leaving pilots unaware of how to counteract the system during flight. This omission proved disastrous, resulting in two tragic accidents that brought Boeing's safety practices under intense scrutiny. The fallout was immense. Congressional investigations pointed to systemic failures at Boeing, where goals for efficiency and profitability jeopardized the safety of the flying public. Testimonies from Boeing engineers painted a picture of a company grappling with intense internal pressures, where fears about safety were often overshadowed by the drive to meet production schedules and budget targets. These revelations shook public confidence in Boeing's commitment to safety and placed the company under a level of scrutiny that it hadn't faced in its long history. In response, Boeing began a comprehensive overhaul of its safety protocols, implementing changes across the board. Safety management systems were tightened, quality control measures within the supply chain were upgraded, and new safety metrics were embedded into employee performance evaluations. These steps aimed to prevent future tragedies and rebuild the foundation of trust Boeing had long enjoyed. But rebuilding takes time, and the Starliner issues have further delayed this process. Boeing is now under more pressure than ever to prove that it can prioritize safety and reliability while competing in a rapidly advancing field. This focus on safety culture isn't just essential for restoring Boeing's reputation, it's critical for the future of the Starliner program and Boeing's long-term role in space exploration. As the world watches how Boeing handles these challenges, the company's approach to safety will serve as a powerful indicator of its commitment to evolving and adapting in an industry that tolerates no room for error. The stakes for Boeing have never been higher, and every decision now reverberates far beyond the boardroom, impacting not only the future of its space missions but also the legacy it will leave in aerospace history. In the wake of the 737 MAX crisis, Boeing embarked on a sweeping initiative to restore its safety culture and strengthen its reputation as a leader in aerospace safety. Recognizing that true reform required more than procedural changes, Boeing aimed to fundamentally shift its internal culture to prioritize safety at every level. This initiative began with an overhaul of the company's management structure and operational policies, designed to instill accountability and transparency from the top down. One significant move was the establishment of a dedicated safety management team tasked with overseeing safety protocols across Boeing's commercial and space programs. Boeing also implemented more rigorous quality controls within its supply chain, intending to catch potential issues long before they reached the production floor. These new measures sought to address the very pressures that had contributed to previous oversights, namely, the drive to meet tight deadlines and reduce costs. Now, engineers and employees are encouraged to voice safety concerns without fear of reprisal, and safety has become a key metric in performance evaluations, directly impacting employee compensation. The company's renewed commitment to safety isn't merely an internal mandate, it comes with the oversight of external bodies such as the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, which has increased its vigilance over Boeing's practices. This heightened scrutiny has pushed Boeing to hold itself to higher standards, knowing that public confidence hinges on transparent and visible improvements. The collaboration with regulatory agencies has helped Boeing regain some lost ground, though public opinion remains cautious. The changes have made a visible impact, yet Boeing's journey to fully rebuild trust is far from over. The ongoing issues with the Starliner project are a stark reminder that Boeing is still on the path to recovery. Starliner's challenges, from launch delays to technical malfunctions, underscore the pressure Boeing faces to prove it can uphold the rigorous safety standards required for human spaceflight. While the Commercial Crew Program provided an opportunity for Boeing to solidify its role in the new era of space exploration, SpaceX's rapid success with Crew Dragon has put Boeing on the back foot, intensifying the urgency to deliver. In many ways, Boeing's recent trials represent a broader shift in the aerospace industry. The traditional, methodical development model that Boeing once embodied now stands in contrast to SpaceX's agile, iterative approach. The success of Crew Dragon illustrates the benefits of a development process that allows for frequent testing and adaptation, which has been instrumental in SpaceX's rise to prominence. Boeing's response to this competitive pressure will shape not only the future of the Starliner program but also its broader strategy in space exploration. As Boeing navigates this complex landscape, the stakes are clear. Meeting NASA's standards isn't merely about fulfilling a contract, it's about demonstrating a commitment to innovation without compromising on safety. With each step forward, Boeing has the chance to rebuild its standing in an industry that demands excellence. The world is watching to see whether Boeing's reforms will translate into lasting change, and the outcome will reverberate throughout aerospace for years to come. The space industry has entered a new era, where agility and innovation are reshaping competition. While Boeing has taken significant steps to enhance safety, SpaceX's approach has set a high bar, consistently demonstrating the advantages of iterative development. SpaceX's Crew Dragon, with multiple successful missions, is now a reliable option for NASA, proving the power of adaptable, cost-effective strategies in advancing spaceflight capabilities. Boeing, meanwhile, must grapple with the consequences of adhering to more traditional, linear processes, which have delayed the Starliner's success and added to public scrutiny. NASA's need for redundancy in space missions means Boeing remains relevant in the Commercial Crew Program, yet the agency's growing reliance on SpaceX signals a shift. Boeing's challenges underscore the need for diversification among providers to ensure continuity, flexibility, and safety in human spaceflight. Companies like Sierra Space are also advancing in the field, and NASA may eventually consider their contributions for future missions. The evolving landscape places Boeing at a crossroads: adapt to this new pace of innovation or risk losing ground as NASA and others lean toward partners who can reliably deliver. As NASA's Commercial Crew program evolves, Boeing's path forward with Starliner is crucial not just for the company but for the future of American space exploration. The stakes are high. While Boeing has the expertise and resources to succeed, its recent struggles underscore the importance of continued adaptation in a field where innovation, speed, and safety are non-negotiable. To reclaim its footing, Boeing must now fully implement the cultural and procedural changes that will align its practices with the rapid pace of space advancement. This involves not only technical improvements but also a renewed focus on transparency and reliability to restore public trust and secure its role in upcoming missions. The potential for NASA to support multiple providers means Boeing remains a valued partner. However, with new companies like Sierra Space entering the space race, Boeing's commitment to refining Starliner will determine its future contributions to NASA's ambitious goals. As NASA prepares for new horizons with missions like Artemis and the construction of the Gateway station around the Moon, there is a significant opportunity for Boeing to showcase its adaptability. However, any further setbacks may encourage NASA to deepen its reliance on SpaceX or consider other commercial partners. For Boeing, this is a pivotal moment, the chance to redefine its legacy, innovate within a competitive landscape, and demonstrate the resilience that has defined the company for over a century. Will Boeing rise to the occasion and ensure Starliner plays a central role in the next chapter of human space exploration? The world watches closely, as each step taken now could shape the future of space travel for generations to come. If you're interested in following Boeing's journey, as well as other groundbreaking stories in space exploration, subscribe to stay updated. Join us as we continue to examine the frontiers of human endeavor and the complex challenges that drive our reach for the stars.